In the last episode, we left Hilltop and headed for the Anarak Desert. Now, the cinematics said the trip took several weeks, and that's an awfully long period of time to just glance over. What it also doesn't say is that Deacon joined the caravan, as well as Dorna and Xanos. Lots of fairly useful information to have for story reasons. So what would have happened for those few weeks of travel? Well, Rayle would have likely avoided Deacon, not in an obvious or offensive way, but he just wouldn't start the conversation if given the chance. Rayle would have also practiced with Dorna, mastering footwork, dodging, rolling, and overall acrobatics. After all, Rayle has 2 levels of rogue, and you can't just master those skills in a day, right? So why not put those weeks of travel to practical use? And Rayle being a cleric of Shandakul, travel is exciting just by itself, going from a winterscape to a blistering desert. No longer the winter wonderland of Hilltop. Now we're in the arid Anarak deserts. It's midnight of the 7th month. The trip has indeed been several weeks, and I can't see a damnable thing past 20 meters. Just pitch black. No silhouettes, no moonlight. Very well. Regardless, we have our red halfling friends, the caravan's leader, Katriana, Torius, and a new face, Zydan. Zydan is your guide through the Anarak Desert. He's a Badine tribesman. I see. It seems Katriana wants a word with us. Let's see what she has to say.
I think this spot's gonna have to do for the night. Let's set up camp. And make sure it's secure this time, Torius.
What? What did I do to become worthy of such a suspicious tone, I wonder? I have 2 words for you, dear cousin. Bandits and asleep while on watch. That's more like 5 words. And besides, I had a full stomach that night. You can't expect a man to stay awake all night after eating a full patros now, can you? Just be careful, will you? Deshnea's predicted some trouble, and I don't want to take any chances. Deshnea's always predicting trouble. Between you and your companions, and that odd little kobold we hired on outside of Hilltop, our group is much larger than it normally is. I'm surprised we haven't drawn more attention by now. I trust crossing the desert isn't completely unbearable. You'll be alright for the night. I'll be quite fine, but you think there's going to be trouble, do you? Actually, I would have thought we'd have a bit more trouble before now. There's no way we can pass through the Anarak unnoticed with a caravan this crowded. Deshnea knows that too, but she won't say anything if it was just a hunch, and that's what makes me nervous. I'd suggest sleeping with your hand on your blade, Rayle. Very good. And what of my friends? Do you know where they are, my fellow students? Well, the big half-orc kept complaining about the sand and finally went indoors a couple hours ago. Can't imagine what he's up to now. As for the dwarven lass, I think she wandered off to eat dinner alone. Hope she doesn't go too far from the camp. It's not safe out there. Of course I say fellow students, but, well, I've graduated now, haven't I? Anyways, I should probably rest now. I'll leave you alone then. I'm sure you can handle yourself. If you need any assistance or have any questions, Zydan here can help you out. He's the guide I hired for us back at the Black Sands. Oh, very good. I think I'll go inside the caravan, though. I would be pleased to help however I am needed. Yes, well, very good. Good night to you both. Yeah, let's head inside. What was that noise? What the? Watch yourselves, one under attack. It's an ambush. Uh-oh. From what? What was that skittering noise? Hello. Stinger. Stingers look like a bizarre variant of centaur, with the lower bodies of scorpions. Their human half is red-skinned, hairless, and almost inhumanly handsome. Their faces are preternaturally calm. Very well, let's get a quick aid. Oh, behind us
I
too.
shall...
Oh, Sidon. Ah, he ran off that way.
You and me! Let's go!
Ah,
You and me!
Sidon ran off, but I can't go chasing him right now. I'm surrounded.
Nobody walks away!
The others look fine at least.
Nobody walks away! I shall... Only...
All right. Any casualties?
Damn. Damn. Where is Zydan? Have you seen him?
I haven't. Is he in one of the wagons? No, he's not. He was out here fighting. I saw him. Damn it, anyway. We need him in order to cross the desert. Torius, is there any sign of him? Nope, nothing. He's just up and vanished as far as I can tell. Ah, I knew this was too good to be true. We can't just go anywhere without our guide, or we'll be lost for sure. I'll look for him then. Alright, I'll do what I can to see if I can find Zydan. Good. Glad that's settled. Should you need any supplies, by the way, I have plenty to sell to you. Well, before I go looking for him, I have some questions. Oh? What might those be? Well, for starters, what in the nine hells did we just fight? What are stingers? Ah, well, I know more about them than I'd like. The guides tend to give their hives a wide berth, but the creatures tunnel underneath the earth and spring up to ambush you. Most of them look like men. Really, they're feral and vicious beasts who think only of bloodletting and gathering slaves. Some of them can be quite intelligent, however. I've heard tell of stinger mages and priests, but I've never seen one. All I know is that it's best to avoid the poison in their tail. Deadly stuff, that. I see. They accidentally attacked the caravan then, likely killing for sport and gathering slaves. Which is why what they probably did with Zydan, they probably took him away for slave labor. No more questions. I do want to see what you have in stock, though, for sure. Alright. What have you? I've also drank my potion of Cure Light as I am injured. Ugh, it's awful. These are barely useful anymore. Still, better than nothing. All four? Has to be done. Very good. Well, she does mention poison, so a couple potions of antidote seems prudent. As does bark skin for the defense. In fact, I think both are probably a very good call. So I will purchase 2 antidotes and 2 bark skin, and then I will split them accordingly, given how I like to have my roleplay rules set up. Perfect. Back to 4 potions. Anything else worth taking in there? Any better equipment for me to have? What is this? The Sandstorm. A magical great axe. Along the edge of the Honorok lived a tribe of nomads whose ferocity in battle became a legend that told of a giant whirlwind of sand that would destroy caravans, leaving nothing but corpses behind. The truth behind the legend was that the powerful shaman of this tribe was more powerful than he knew, and he created this weapon that sprays sand with every swipe, often blinding opponents. Fascinating. It actually lowers the user's armor class by 1, a dodge modifier, but it's a +2 attack and damage. On hit, there's a DC 16 10% chance to blind for 4 rounds. A fascinating weapon, actually, but one I can't afford. What about armors? Anything useful for me? Unfortunately not. I could buy a few grenade weapons. It might be prudent. I don't know if they're vulnerable or strong against acid and or fire. I can only assume that creatures living in the desert would have a resistance to heat, so maybe some acid flasks would be wise. I'll buy 2 of each. That should be fine for now. Those might come in handy. I could purchase a magical bag, but nah, I've used up enough time now getting supplies. I should probably be off and find this Zydan. Tracks in the sand. They lead to a hole in the ground. Unsurprising, I suppose. This recently burrowed hole leads down into what appears to be an underground cave. With nothing to tie a rope to and no clear way of descending, climbing down the cave might be tricky. It's a dexterity roll, huh? Well, I've got 10, so I've got about a 50-50 shot of doing it successfully. Let's give it my best. Alright, no injuries. Perfect. Now, are there any stingers in the immediate area? No. So. Endure elements. Bull's strength, between 2 and 6 strength. Here's hoping for a high roll. 2. Well, the minimum, but still a bonus nonetheless. And given that Catriona warned about the potential for mages and or priests, I think Endure Elements is a wise cast. As is Protection from Good. Or, not good, sorry. Protection from Evil. Don't want to mix those up, if at all possible. Alright. Now, I've spent a lot of time in Knoll and Cobalt caves, but not stingers. Hells, I've never even heard of one before now, so best play it cautiously until I know what I'm up against. Tracks here. The footprints, the toes seem to lead that way. There's a stinger guarding. 2, in fact. I can gauge how powerful you really are. Well, I didn't die from a hit of 13, only injured. However, 22 was a bit too much for them. I'll wager they have about 30 health. Of course, that's an out-of-character comment, but still. Yeah, the challenge rank says moderate. I'd say the same. They are moderately tough compared to what I'm used to. Now, I'm hopeful that Zydan's alive, and I suspect he is. Because if the Stingers just wanted to kill for fun, they would have, well, killed us for fun right then and there. But since Catriona mentioned they use a slave labor force, that explains why they would capture Zydan. More tracks, but I see skeletal remains, archers, and scorch marks. That indicates to me, given my exceedingly lengthy time spent in caves with kobolds and gnolls, this is a trap. And indeed, there is a trapper right there. So if I can, let's avoid this trap and get to the archers.
Time to die!
Oh, hello. Ah, ow. It's an ambush, though. I've been hit by strength poison. Yikes, by how bad? -1 strength. I get out of the way of those archers. Can't afford to be taking shots while fighting 3 stingers at once. Also can't afford to miss like this. This is not going well. Kill the damned archers. Or at least bait them into melee combat with me. I have better hopes of surviving it then. Ah, where do they keep going to? Are they burrowing away? Very well, I need to use my healer's kit now. Yes. Take cover by the rocks. Got him. I hope I don't get poisoned again. Spell the run for me. Careful. Thankfully, I'm out of melee range of that other stinger. Ow. I was, at least. Gotcha. Alright, Daff. Clever girl. Fine then. While he's off scurrying about, I can heal myself a bit. I'm not glad I bought those potions of antidote. You're back, are you? Come on, you bastard. Stand and fight. Whoa. Let's get behind cover here. Ah, not good. He lured me into a trap. Irritating, but cunning. Come on, break free. Paralyzed. Break free. My cloak's doing good work for me, though, however. Cloak of Ascalorn gives me resist 5 against bludgeoning, and these creatures seem to be using warhammers predominantly. Damn, Archer, die! Quit burrowing away from me. Using a spear now. Gotcha. Ah. Finally, alright. Now, Ketran said they could probably see me coming a mile away given their special abilities, but I still hope I have enough time to recover. Use my other healer's kit. Perfect. This strength damage, it's only -1. So I ultimately still have a +1, but it is still very annoying. But not worth using my potion of antidote just yet. And these creatures are far more cunning than I give them credit for. They did indeed lay traps, ambushes, and tactics to lure me deeper into their whereabouts. So I will assume the same mannerisms from you there, Archer. Likely pulling me into an ambush and then running away to another ambush. That being the case, however, let's use some Alchemist's Fire. Not too close. Gotcha. Ooh. Those arrows look like they were acid-based. What are you doing? I struck it for sure. Got a decent enough hit. I don't know where it went to. I'm going to wait for it to come back to me. I'm not going to fall for its ploy twice. Here's skittering. It's getting closer. Now! Ah, missed again. No, I hit, actually. I see, very good. Where did you go? I don't want to enter this room just yet because I know there will be an ambush waiting for me if I do. Do I have a choice, though? I don't believe so. The tracks keep going. No immediate stinger. Up. Spoke too soon. Gotcha. Seems the archer buggered off somewhere. Good. Hope it stays wherever it is. Gotcha. Perfect. Large set of double doors, but the tracks keep going left. And while I'd love to explore, I need to find Zidane before any harm comes to him. So let's keep following the tracks, but carefully. Walk instead of run. Keep an eye open for traps. And the tracks go right, so keep on going and follow the tracks. And I was even looking out for these traps, and I still walked into one. Thankfully, my Endure Element spell blocked all the acid damage. Well, I should say 10. I'm paralyzed. Break free. There we go. Get back to full-ish health, if possible. Well, good enough for me. It'll have to do. I don't hear anything. That's what scares me. I don't hear skittering, hissing, or even people. Oh. But I see one. Ooh. There's 3 of you, huh? And again, no sign of that one archer that fled. I don't believe I killed it. But maybe he bled out from the wounds. Yikes! An impressive hit. And not good for me. Uh-oh. I need a bit of luck now, and that does not qualify. That does, however. Perfect. Careful. Not boding well. Definitely not boding well. My strength is worn off. And I am running low on spells that can be used. I can use 2 cure lights here. So that's what I'll do. And actually, I don't need a magic weapon again, as it lasts for such a long time. So I will use my final first level spell. I want to save Aid and Darkfire for later, if possible. Injured, it'll have to do for now. All of my spells have worn off. Let's keep moving ahead. Another acid trap, and stunned yet again. I do have the Heart of Neely. I think that's going to have to be what I use now. Purchased it long ago, and now it's finally going to be useful. Alright. I say useful loosely. Come on. Alright, good enough. Slowly this time. And avoid the center of the corridor if possible. Seems to be the gimmick they use. The tracks keep going, good. I'm going the right way at least. Several forks here. Which way do I go now? And a metal door. Rust pecks the once smooth surface of this metal-plated door. Fascinating, actually. What's behind there, I wonder? But the tracks don't go that way, so curiosity must wait for Zydian's safety. And an archer. Once again, you come to me. I hate poison. Alright, now it's worth using a potion of antidote. Very good, archer. I've got a good hit on him at least. Good enough by my standards at least. Oop, take cover. Avoid more poisonous arrows. Gotcha. Very good. The tracks go to the right, so that's where I will go. Oh, what is that? A Stinger officer. Challenge rating? Challenging. Oh, hello. I have company. Get out of there. If I can, I want to anger the... looks to be their commander. Take it slow. Okay, it looked like that creature was using an acidic weapon. And I'm unfortunately injured, low on spell power. I'm not in a good condition to fight a challenging foe right now. Gems I can sell later. We have a trapped door here. Well, I hate to look around for supplies for anything really, so I think it's best for me to try to break this door down if possible. Alchemist's acid. Final one. I'll try arrows. Didn't think so. It's going to hurt. Here goes nothing. Okay. Break the damned thing down.
My weapon, ineffective. What?
Very surprising. Maybe a dark fire then. The fire seemed to work out quite well on the metal. Now try. The fire will at least work. Indeed, alright. I need anything. Healer's kits, potions. Truly anything that will help me even a little bit. And what is so valuable to these creatures that's worth hiding behind a door like this? Not enemies, very clearly. Supply room. Well now, this may be exactly what I need. Be very cautious though, there might be more traps around. So keep detect mode ready and keep a careful eye on everything. Ah, healer's kit, yes. Exactly what I needed. Beautiful. Okay. Hello. Oh. I see. It looked like that statue shot an acid arrow at me. The unblinking eyes of this statue stare blankly at you. There are no markers identifying who this might have been. Very well, I see there are lines in the ground. If I step on one, I trigger the trap. Very well, is there an easy way around it? Doesn't appear to be, so... No choice but to try my luck. Made my save. Very good. What do we have here? Another healer's kit, yes. Wait, is this chest also trapped or no? Okay, they are both trapped. Can I break the statue? Is that even possible for me? Yes, it is. Because I don't want to be shot by arrows moving in and out of this cursed room. And while Zidane is in danger, I need to not be stupid. If I rush to save him by walking into traps and ambushes, I will die before I save any of us. Which is why it's worth taking the time to do this. If I had to guess, these are probably acid traps again. Can my bow make any use of their hide?
No quarter!
Horrible phrasing, mind you, but can my bow at least break them open? No. I'm not surprised. Well, maybe, but it would take several arrows. Not locked. Here we go. Oh! Hey! My evasion saved me, and what is this? A wand? Some kind of armor. Very well, I'll push my luck. Nope! Didn't work that time. Ring of Cyan, magical boots, and an amulet of health. Very well. First, though, healer's kit. Very good, okay. What have I found? Unidentified boots, A ring of sign just gives off blue light. What is this? An amulet of health. I believe I've seen this actually, yes. Grants immunity to disease, level / ability drain, and poison. Wow. Could be very good to have in here. What of this wand? I don't know. This looks to be leather armor, but not of any make I've ever seen. Very curious. Either way, though, this chamber had exactly what I needed. Medical supplies. Let's see about dealing with that officer now, along with the acidic weapon.